Okay, you guys ready? Okay, we're talking. You ready? See that problem? Sine of theta equals 0.8. What do I want you to do? I want you to try tell me what angle goes in there. Sine of 40 degrees, 50, 60, 70. What goes in there so that you get 0.8? Well, let's talk about it. How do we do this again? If I had sine of theta equals 0.8, how do you get theta? Multiply by inverse sine. Okay, good. So we're going to take it times the inverse of sine, because inverse sine knocks out sine. So what do you do to this side? Inverse sine of what? 0.8. Now remember 0.8 is a ratio. It's just 8 over 10. That's all it is. So what's the answer come out to, guys? Now you can punch. Punch. 53.13. Do me a favor. Round to the nearest what? Whole degree. 53. So the answer is 53 degrees, right?
Yeah.
But, hang on. You see this little saying, this right here? They're trying to tell you they don't want 53 degrees. They want your theta to be between what and what? Does yours say 270 and 360?
Yes.
What does yours say? It does? This is wrong. They want, this should say, hang on, this should say 90 up to 180. Change yours right now. Okay? All right, here's why. Here's why it should say 90 to 180. Now guys, you will learn a ton right now if you listen. You see how it said sine of theta equals 0.8? 0.8 is a positive ratio, positive ratios. Where is sine positive? Do you guys remember this saying? All students what? Take calculus. Okay. Well, if I ask you, if I ask you where is sine going to have positive ratios, sine will be positive where? All trig functions are positive here. Where else is sine positive? Right here. Yep, right there. So you know what's happening? The calculator's been programmed to tell you the answer is 53 degrees. It is. It's 53 degrees. It creates this triangle right here. See that? That's what the calculator's telling you. Sine of 53 degrees is this over that, which is 0.8. But there's another answer. It's in the second quadrant. Your calculator is not programmed to tell you that. So here's what you have to do. Take this triangle and reflect it over the y-axis. So it's going to look like this, right? It looks like this. What's this angle? It's called the reference angle. What's it here? 53. And now the answer becomes, here's your first answer, 53. Here's your second answer. This is the one you have to come up with. So what are you guys doing? Aren't you taking 180 degrees? You fell short by how much? 53. What's the second answer? 100 what? Did you say 27? Yes. Okay. So here's what happens in your assignment today. They say, what's sine of theta? When will sine of theta be 0.8? But they don't want the calculator answer. 53 is the answer. They want this answer. Between what? 90 and 180. Well, the other answer would be over here, and you have to figure that out. All it is this triangle reflected over. And then, of course, you got to understand that 53 is going to help you get this answer right here. Okay? So, which one do I cross out? Yeah, they don't really want that answer, even though it is the answer. Now, how do you check your answer? Plug it in. Ready? I would plug it in. Sine of 127. Hit it. Sine of 127. What is it?
0.75.
Do you know why it's not 0.8?
Nearest to the whole.
Yeah, didn't we say nearest what? Whole degrees. This is not truly the answer. I mean, it's probably supposed to be 127 point something, okay? So we were rounding, and that's why it's not coming out 0.8. Now, what's critical to you is this. Do you know where sign is positive? All students take calculus. Where's sign negative? Come on, that's it. 3 and 4. Okay, where is, listen to this, where is cosine positive? Tell me guys. 1 and 4. Where is tangent positive? 1 and 3. Where is cosine negative? 2 and 3, right? You better know that. You have to know that, okay? And here's how you know it. All students take calculus. Cosine's positive here, here. Tangent's positive here, here. Sine's positive here, here. Okay, it helps you know. That saying will help you. Okay, I want to do that problem, but I got to erase. Can I erase? All right, here we go. Okay, tangent of theta equals what? Negative 0.5 or negative 5? Negative 5. Okay, negative 5, sorry. How do you get rid of the word tangent? Inverse tangent wipes out tangent. Theta equals what? Inverse tangent of? There you go. Right? Now here's what you have to know. If you're given a negative ratio, where's tangent negative? Tangent's negative where? 2 and 4. Your calculator's been programmed to give you answers for inverse tangent where? Your calculator's been programmed to tell you between 1 and 4. So when you punch this in, go ahead, punch. Inverse tangent of negative 5 is what degree? Just round to the nearest degree. 79. Okay, so guys, did you say negative? Yeah, negative 79. So here's what it's telling you. It's saying go down 79 degrees this way. Okay, so this is 79. Here's your triangle, right? There's your triangle. Okay, so can I ask you this though? Give me the other version of negative 79. Or what would this be called if I went this direction, from here to here? What would that be called? If I don't say negative 79, what am I going to say? 281, because 360 minus 79 would be, you're right, 281. Okay, so I know the calculator told me that, but if I want a positive version of this, it's 281. What do they want though? They want between what? So they didn't even want this. This is not what they wanted. This is the calculator telling me negative 79, I converted it to positive, so it's 281. They don't even want it. They want between here and here. So this triangle must be where? Also in the second quadrant where it's negative. Okay, so let's just draw a quick triangle. This way, this way, this way. This is how you always draw your triangles. Hypotenuse shoots out, down to the x, back to the origin. What's the reference angle? 79, it doesn't change. Here it comes. What's the answer from here to here? 1 what? 101. Are you getting that because you took 180? You subtracted the 79 and got the 101? Good? Because 101 is right. It is right. Oh, by the way, how would you know it's right? See that right there? Why don't you just do it right now? What's tangent of 101? Is tangent of 101 -5? Punch it in. I would never just trust these answers. I would think, God, did I make a mistake? Because I might have. Is anybody going to say yes, it is -5?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, tangent of 101 is -5. I got it right. There are two versions of the answer. It's this one and this one. Now, which one did they want? Between 90 and 180, they wanted this one.
I'm confused on how you got that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You see how the ratio is negative?
Yeah.
Where is tangent negative? Quadrant 4.
Okay.
Because all students take calculus. Tangent's positive here, tangent's positive here. So negative here, negative there. They didn't want this answer because it says right here, give me the answer between what? 90 and 180. So they don't want the fourth quadrant answer. They want the second quadrant answer. So what I do is I take this triangle and I kind of just rotate it around to this quadrant. You see how this 79 won't change?
Yeah.
79, 79? Okay, well, how do I get this answer from here to here?
You take 180.
Well, half a circle is 180. Then I subtract the 79. 180 minus 79 is 101.
Okay.
That's how I got it. All right, we got one more on the top, I guess. Cosine. Get that answer. See if you can get it. Oh, this isn't good. All right, cosine of -2/3. Anybody want to just share right now where you think the answers are? If the ratio is negative, where's cosine negative?
Top.
Top what?
On the right.
This one?
That one. The other right.
The other right? This
Wait, when
right?
it's negative or when it's, I don't know what you're
Well, I'm saying right here, look, cosine, the ratio is negative. Where will cosine give us negative ratios? In what quadrant? 2 and 3. Everything, cosine's positive here, cosine's positive here. Your answer is not here, here, it's here, here, because the ratio is negative. I could quick draw you a quick triangle there, and another one right here. This is what is going to happen. You just need to punch it in. Theta equals inverse cosine of -2/3. What did you get? 132 says Jessica. So watch this. Right there. 132 is the answer. So theta equals 132. Guess what? Do they want that one? No. They want the other one. They want this one. This is the hard one because this is the one that they don't give you the reference angle. You guys have to come up with the reference angle right here. What's that angle going to be if that's 132?
48.
48. So that's a 48. All you have to do is take 180 minus 132, 48. Well, what would this reference angle be? 48. It's not going to change. It's the same triangle, just below. So here it comes. My next question. What's the other answer? From there to there. To what? 228. And again, how did you know it was 228?
180 plus 48.
Yeah, you took the 180, you added the 48 to get the 228. If you don't trust this, you put it in. What's cosine of 228? Is it negative 0.6666 repeating? I bet it isn't because this is what? This is a rounded answer. I should probably be doing this, right? I should probably be using my approximation sign, okay? These are not correct answers. These are rounded answers. But if you punch it in and you don't get really close to negative 0.666, something's wrong. You're off, okay? Okay, can I just ask you how you doing? Okay, you know what? This was supposed to be semi-easy. You know why? Because these equations are all solved for cosine of theta, sine of theta, tangent of theta. When you get down here, are these already solved for you? No. You have to solve these on your own, which I will help you. Yeah. Brady?
So if if there's like two answers,
Uh-huh.
in between where it wants them to be each write both, or just one,
Well,
doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm sorry, Brady. You know what? I'm glad you said that. Brady says, do I write both? It says 180 to 270.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I should have done this. I should have crossed out the one they don't want. They don't want that one, they want this one. If I go back to that other one, which one did they want? Didn't they want the 101? Yeah, I should have been crossing these out, Brady. Good observation. And this one, I did cross it out, 127.
Well, I mean, like down here, it says between 0 and 2, 5.
Yep, now Brady, you're going further than I was, and I was gonna get to that. Brady's already noticed, it says solve each equation for theta with theta between where? So now you know what they want?
Radians?
Oh, yes. You know what they want though? Both answers. They want this quadrant and that quadrant. This and this, they want both. Okay? So you guys ready? Say ready. Okay, here we go. This might be a little harder for us, maybe. Hopefully not. Okay, and let's start. First of all, you gotta solve it for cosine of theta. It's just like solving for x. Solve for x. Notice you have a cosine of theta on the left and a cosine of theta on the right. That's like having x's on the left and x's on the right. How do you solve equations when x's are on both sides? 3x over here and 2x over here. What do? We move them over. We subtract or we add. So let's do this. Let's move this one over here. How do you move cosine of theta? It's like saying 3x, 4x. How do you move it? Don't you just subtract cosine of theta? Gone. So over here it'd be 4 cosine of theta. Take away what? Cosine of theta minus 1 equals 0. All I did is subtract cosine. Now, what's 4 cosine of theta minus 1 cosine of theta? It's 3 cosine of theta. Minus 1 equals 0. Now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get cosine all by itself. What do I get rid of next? Add the 1. So if you add 1, put it over here. Add 1, add 1. Okay, you get 1. You get 3 times cosine of theta. Now what? Divide by 3. So cosine of theta equals 1 over what? 3. We are now back to where we were. We're back to where we were. So now let's just solve. Ready? Help me out. What do I do? How do I get theta all by itself?
Times the.
Times it by what?
Cosine.
Inverse cosine knocks out cosine. Got it. Theta equals inverse cosine of what? 1/3. Punch it in. Let's see what you get. 70. Okay, round it. 71. Okay, so Haley says, and I'm just going to cross that out. Haley says the answer is 71. Okay, good. There it is. And down and across and back. Okay, 71. That's the answer in the first quadrant. The question is, where else is cosine positive? All students take calculus. This is cosine, 4th. So you're down here, guys. Go here. Go here. Draw that same triangle upside down. Put your 71 right here, 71. And then tell me the second answer. 71. 2 what? 280. Say it again. 289. Okay, so 71 degrees, comma, 289 you said, right? That's what theta equals. Anybody lost? No. Okay. Your heads aren't saying I'm lost, so you're okay. But did you hear what Brady said? Brady said 0 to what?
2 pi.
2 pi. So they have it in what?
Radians.
Radians. So how do you get 71 in radians? How do you get 289 in radians? You remember? Couldn't you just do this? Take 71 times what? Right? I just take 71 times pi, divide by 180, and you're in radians. Anybody want to say it?
1.2.
Say that one again.
1.23.
1.2.
1.24. Sorry.
Oh, what?
1.24.
24? Okay. Radians. Yeah, that sounds about right. 1.24. Okay, what about 289? Do the same thing. 289 times pi. Divide by 180. You guys, it's so much better when you actually type it in than wait for people to get your answers.
5.2.
0 what?
4.
Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So, you know, I gotta tell you something though, you guys. You could have, if you wanted, you could have done this whole thing in radians, and you'd have got your radian answers right away, but I feel like that's a little more confusing. I think it's easy just to get your 2 answers in degrees, convert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not getting much feedback from you. You're just kind of not talking, so I'm just going to assume you're okay unless you say something. All right, you ready? Should we do B? Solve it for sine. Solve it for sine. Go. Put a pencil in your hand. Some of you don't even have a pencil in your hand. Come on. So when you added sine to both sides, what'd you get? What's negative 3 sine of theta plus 1 sine of theta? Negative 2 sine of theta, yep. Plus 1 equals 0. Okay, quick, tell me what to do.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, okay, negative 1, negative 2 sine of theta. Divide by what? Negative 2, what do you get?
Negative half.
Is it negative? Because negative 1 divided by negative 2, isn't that 1/2? Okay, so I want an angle that when I take sine of it, I get a positive ratio. Okay? All right, so then I should be thinking, hang on 1 second, I gotta get this out of here. I should be thinking, what quadrant is sine positive? Sine is positive in what quadrant? First and second. You guys, you should be doing this right now. There. There's your 2 triangles. Your calculator will tell you quadrant 1. It won't tell you quadrant 2. Here we go. Theta equals inverse sine of what? 1/2. What angle actually pumps out a 1/2?
30.
I don't think so.
It's 30. It's 30.
It's 30, isn't it? You should be getting a 30 in your calculator, right? So this is basically saying, yeah, 30 degrees is one of your answers. Okay? Well, if you reflect that triangle over, the reference angle really doesn't change. It stays 30. The answer is what, though? 150, isn't it? Okay? So you have two angles. One's a 30 and one's a 150. And by the way, those numbers, 1/2, you didn't really need your calculator. Because 1/2 comes off your special triangles. If you looked at your 30, you would have noticed opposite over hypotenuse is 1/2. You could have done this one without your calculator. You could. All right, here's C. Oh, sorry. Forgot to change them into radians, says Ethan. Ethan, what are they? Do you know?
5 pi over 6.
Oh, 5 pi over 6, he says. And what? Pi over what? 6, okay. There it is. So you got pi over 6 for 30 and 6 pi for 1/5. You get better the more you do this, I promise, guys. Promise. Try that one. This one's tangent. This one's... We haven't done many tangents. I'm hoping this is not the hard part, right? Subtract 5, divide by 2. Really, it's tangent of what angle gives us -5/2. That's all it is. So how do you get rid of the word tangent?
Inverse.
Inverse. Tangent knocks it out. Theta equals inverse tangent of -5/2, right? Okay, where is tangent going to have negative ratios? What quadrants? 2 and 4, negative here, negative here. Here's your triangle in this one. Here's your triangle in this one, right? Same reference, same reference. The question is, what's the calculator going to tell us? 60 what? Negative 68 degrees. Okay, well guess what? That's right. Here or here? Right, left or right? Isn't it this one? Down 68, right? Okay, so guys, if I really wanted that answer, I would just say it's, what is it? It's negative 68 or 360. 360 minus that piece.
292.
It's really 292, right? If I stick with the positive version, it's 292. There's another answer though. It's in quadrant 2. 4 and 2 are negative for tangent. Okay, so put the 68 here. Tell me this one. 180 minus the 68. 112. Okay, so the other answer is 112. 292, 112. Convert those to what? Radians. (292) times pi over 180. I'll write that right here for you, but I'm not doing it. You're going to tell me the answer in just a second. In radians, 292 is, I'm guessing, 5 point something. Is that right?
Mr. Graham, I'm confused.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, so like theta's negative 68.
Yep.
So would you go from 0 down?
Yes, negative 68 just means go down. And your reference angle is always positive. Your reference angle is just how far under the x-axis or how far above the x-axis am I. I know the calculator said negative. It helps me, it kind of tells me go that way. That's all the negative told me. But the reference angle 68 is always a positive number.
Okay,
Because all it's telling you is what to subtract or add from 180 or 360.
but my question is when you, from 0, when you go like down, and one of your angles would be 68, and then the other one would be like negative 240.
Negative what?
240. Because you add,
Oh, this way?
yeah.
Oh.
So if you
So
go
you're telling me
down,
you want
go
to,
up every time.
you're telling me you want to go, to get that angle, you want to go this way?
Yeah.
That's another way to say the angle. I try to keep the angles positive.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm telling you the answer is 112, and you want to tell me the answer is negative 2 something. I don't even know.
Yeah. Because it says it's negative 68. So
Right. But that negative 68 is just trying to help you just tell yourself That reference angle is just 68 degrees. So is this one. And then I always try to give the positive version of the answer, not the negative. Okay, just to keep everybody the same.
So you want us to go positive?
I do.
Because if we went negative 68, it would be like.
Then the other one would be negative 200 and whatever she said. I would rather have you just tell me the two positive answers. Okay. Nobody ever gave me these answers. Did anybody want to give it to me?
You want our other deal?
Your homework?
Yeah.
Yeah, the homework. Did the homework not go in? Okay. Your homework should make its way to my desk. Okay. Is there anybody out there that has this right now?
Is it 5.10?
5.10. Sophie, I don't know, but it sounds right. Because I can do this sort of in my head. What's the other one?
1.95.
1.95 sounds about right, yep. So there's your radians. Sorry, didn't get the last one done. Here's your homework. What can you skip?
39 through whatever.
The last portion in the book, I don't know, 30 something. 40. Homework's here. There's 8 problems and there's a few in the book.
What?
All right, let me grab a few more. Neil, I must have had you really interested today, huh? Good. All right.
Going to be here Friday?
Ah, that's a quiz day, but that's a good day to miss because